This is Tom Hartman with CityNetMagazine.com. I'm at Montreal Comiccon 2014 with Marie-Claude Bourbonnais. Thank you for talking to us.
My pleasure.
Now, we've been following you for years, and you've been doing such a great job. I have to say, you seem to really be enjoying what you're doing. Is that the case?
Thank you so much. Making costumes is my real passion. I spend so much time in my workshop trying to adapt drawings and to transform them into real costumes. I try to use as many materials as I can. I lately started to work with real leather. I lately started to make real shoes. So I try to learn as much different things as I can, and I really, really enjoy it. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
So I'm curious, if someone wants to get into cosplaying, what advice would you give to them?
I'd say pick up a character that you like. It helps you a lot to be motivated. It helps you a lot to motivate you to complete the project. Then I'd say don't be afraid to try things that comes from other domains. Like you're not only gonna do pattern making and sewing. You may have to know painting techniques, to know molding techniques, sculpting techniques. Don't be afraid to try techniques that come from other domains than costuming, and then don't be afraid to start all over again, because nothing is ever perfect on the first try. It's normal. It happens even to me. And it took me like 1 full week of prototyping to do these gloves. Like it was my really first pair of. If I would show you the really first mock-up I did, like you would cry. It was a disaster, even after 15 years of experience as a seamstress. So don't be afraid to start over again and do many mock-ups. It's like when you run a test to see if your pattern is going to be all right, you cut the pieces in a cheaper fabric and you sew it just like if it was the final piece. You try it on, and then you realize that you have tons of adjustments to do. That's normal, and you do mock-ups like that until your pattern is perfect, and then you finally cut the pieces in the real fabric. That's the best advice I can give you. Do mock-ups. It's boring, it costs money. You have to throw it away after when you're done, but it's definitely worth it.
Actually, you sort of make me want to try it out. So you've been, we saw you at Heroes of the North when you first started. Now it's a couple of years in. How do you feel about the project?
I really like it. It was actually the really first time that I was giving acting a try. I had never been an actress before, and I really enjoyed it. The team was super nice with me. They gave me directions and everything. I play the role of Hornet. I'm one of the villains in the series. I appear at the really end of season 1, but in season 2 that we will start filming soon, my character is going to become more important. So now you have a really good reason to watch Heroes of the North.
Excellent. So you're not wearing your Heroes of the North costume right now. What costume is this?
This is Power Girl. That's the latest costume I made, and I turned what could have been a simple costume into something so complicated. I even made a muscle suit to give me muscles for the costume. So I wanted to do that costume like it has never been done before, because it's a very popular cosplay and you can see many interpretations of that character. So I tried to figure out a way to do it in a different way. So I made like the leather gloves, the leather boots. I had a special pattern for the bodysuit, and these pieces are just prototypes, because when I'll be back home I want to have them done in metal, gold-plated.
That sounds exciting. So I'm just curious, where do you see yourself then in 5 years?
Oh my God, I hope that I will still be doing costumes. Maybe it could be costumes for movies, who knows? Maybe I could be able to take commissions, I don't know. Right now I just have enough time to do my own costumes, but as soon as it's related to building stuff, like I lately moved in a new workshop, and I now have enough space to build sets to take my own costumes and pictures, and I love building sets. It's brand new for me. I've learned tons of things. I now work with wood and build like amazing walls and stuff. So this is something that I would enjoy as well. As long as I'm working with the material, I like to build things. So that's what I want to be doing in 5 years and for the rest of my life.
Wow, that sounds pretty good. All right, so I just have a couple of quick questions for you, some fun questions. I'm just curious, if you had to meet a celebrity, either alive or dead, who would you like to meet?
I'd like to meet Hugh Jackman, but as Wolverine, and then I would be a happy girl. I could die in peace.
Excellent. And have you ever had, what's the best or worst pickup line you've ever had?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, what's the best pickup line I ever had? Actually, most of people are really shy. They rarely ask me that. I don't know why. They should, but I'm rarely asked for that. I can't think of any very funny one. I think maybe people feel intimidated. I mean, Power Goal is intimidating. Maybe that's why, but I have no answer. You got me.
Well, the next time it happens, I'm sure you'll remember it.
Yeah. You should think of a pickup line. Then it would become my best one.
I'm sure I've done terrible ones. I don't even want to embarrass myself right now.
Or people go for the classic one, like you should have fallen from the sky because you look like an angel, something like that. So
yes.
these I heard a lot, but nothing very serious or like super new or funny.
Okay.
So.
All right, so try one more. So tell us something that you've gotten away with.
You've gotten away. Try to explain it. I'm not sure how to translate what.
Let's say you ever stole something from a store, or you pull a trick over someone.
I'm a very how is it called in English when you are. I rarely do something illegal. I can look very wild, but if it's illegal, I don't do it. When I was young, I wasn't swearing because it was bad.
Okay.
I was that kind, so I've never really stolen anything. Maybe I should. I should go. I know what I should do. I should go in a chocolate factory and steal chocolate. That would be awesome.
All right, so our last one would be, let's say, just tell us a random fact about yourself that people don't necessarily know.
In fact, many people think that I got my implants because I wanted to be a model, but I actually started, I was working in an office when I got my surgery. So I was hiding myself under big sweatshirts, and I really made it for myself, and I started to be a model, and I started into cosplay like 2 years later. So
wow.
This is something that people really don't know, they really don't expect it. But I had a very boring job in an office, like super ordinary, and I was sewing on the side, but it was not, I wasn't making a living out of it. I was really working in an office, and I just wanted to have big boobs. So that's something that now people will know about me.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
This is Tom Hartman with CityNetMagazine.com. We'll have more for you soon.